If we never looked at things and thought of what might be, why, we'd all still be out there in the tall grass with harmless phosphorescence. Hello, everyone. This is your host, Throw Smiley, and I'm adequate. Who's joining me?
But they're grooving. I'm Josh Siskel.
Give that doggy or some more meat. I'm Brian Lesh.
And podcasting from my secret hiding place, I'm Alaric Weber.
You'll never find him.
He's just in a corner. I scanned the room.
This is Harmless Phosphorescence. It's a deep dive movie podcast where we pick a theme or series. We watch the movies, we gather some research into production, and we tell you all about it. We are starting our brand new mini-series here. It's Al chose our theme, and our theme that Al chose is movies that inspired the name of a band.
Awesome theme.
Or person. I don't know. Maybe someone out there. Maybe someone out there got named 12 Angry Men. McGee.
Jones. Yeah, I'm choosing Springsteen from that Springsteen biopic. Which name came first?
And of course, this show is brought to you by patrons. Patrons like executive producers Michael Beckwith, Atticus Burkett, and Holly Stachnick. You too can be a patron. It's so easy. If you go to patreon.com/harmlessentertainment, you just fill out some stuff and give us money. So go do it. $1 a month, that's all it takes, and you will get all of our monthly movies, all of our humongous backlog. There's a couple hundred episodes of various entertainment on there that you can't get on our main feed. Plus, you get to listen to everything ad-free. So, patreon.com/harmlessentertainment. This week, kicking off our new mini-series, our very first movie is They Might Be Giants.
They Might Be Giants. George C. Scott, Academy Award nominee for Patton, and Joanne Woodward in a delightfully different, slightly mad love story.
Give me my shoe!
No one you've loved has ever loved you back. You've got a temper that you can't control. That suit is 10 years old, and you annoy the living Jesus out of me.
Every churning city has its surprises, but the creators of They Might Be Giants have handpicked some gems for you. A door opening on beauty, a glimpse of the bizarre,
I can't call information. I am information.
a flash of frenzy, and some fantastic people.
I like your house.
It's a mess.
It's nice. It's just like you. I think the beans are burning.
Oh, no, that's soup.
I'm busy. Go away.
I couldn't sleep. I've been so worried. Look at that. They've been searching for you every place.
George C. Scott marching to a different tune than the rest of us. Joanne Woodward dedicated and stubborn as a mule.
What's wrong with you?
I've lost my shoe. I've got a gun in my pocketbook. The cops are after me, and for what?
1 minute you're all smiles, and the next...
I'm off duty. Can't you read? I'm a doctor, and this is an emergency, and you can stop it.
In the midst of a world gone mad, they found each other.
Where the hell have you been?
You find him first, it's the loony bin for life. I find him first. And...
You can't die.
You're some doctor. I can't remember how I lived before you came.
I love you.
George C. Scott, Joanne Woodward, in They Might Be Giants. But they are, aren't they?
They are, aren't they?
What are we going to do if they're not?
What if they're not? They might be. There's no
Trailers
there's no
back in the day were a silly affair.
They were all, yeah. Oh, here, watch the movie real quick.
But the fife and drum music the whole time. Beep, 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 boom, boom. Like, what?
Well, yeah. And also, like, like just telling you stuff about, like, the actors. George C. Scott, he's a crazy guy.
Joanne Woodward is stubborn.
Oh, what was crazy about that? George C. Scott nominated for an Academy Award for Patton. Joanne Woodward won an Academy Award. They're not going to mention what the lady did, though. They Might Be Giants. It was released June 9th, 1971. Has a running time of 98 minutes, and I have no idea how much this movie cost or how much it made. That information is not available on the internet to my Googling skills. It's just one of those. It never I don't think it ever had enough public interest for people to dig that up and put it on the internet.
Yeah, it's pretty quirky.
Yeah, and it was not a big hit. It's not an especially well-known one. If it weren't for the band, They Might Be Giants, I don't think anyone would remember this movie at all.
I was always aware of it, but when I became aware of the band, you couldn't just find a movie like this.
Yeah.
You'd have to go to a Casa Videotapes. The Green Valley Video Store did not have it, I'll tell you.
No, they didn't.
Maybe they did. You know what? Sounds like something they'd have.
There was when I lived with my dad, we lived out of town a bit, and there was a local video store that was like a little trailer with videos, and they'd have like kind of like the newest releases, and then every slasher pick you would ever want to see, and nothing else.
Yeah, at the Merc, we had a little video section, you remember?
Yeah.
And then in Sarita, around the corner from our house, there was a tiny little shack of a store. And same deal. To McCockery, same deal. Just like a little chip rack.
Yeah.
With a few VHS tapes you could just...
Yeah, like maybe...
Can I borrow this? Yes, bring it back.
Yeah. Yeah, like maybe a dozen.
Yeah, no paperwork.
So, yeah, They Might Be Giants. It exists. It's luckily available to watch online. And it's on Daily Motion if anyone wants to watch it for free.
Yeah, that's where I watched it.
Oh, I rented it.
Which
was fun.
Pirated it. But that's it is available. It's released June 9th.
I did my homework. I made sure it was available before I picked it.
That's good.
Because I'm a thinker.
Yeah, it's hard to watch movies you can't watch.
It's hard to watch movies that aren't available to watch. Yes.
Not only was it a movie, it was available.
And that's all we care about here on Harmless Phosphorescence. So like I said, I have no idea how much money it made, but I do know when it was released, which means we can play the box office top 10 game.
1971.
Yes, June 9th, 1971. This is the game where I will describe the top 10 movies of the week of June 9th, 1971. And these guys are going to try to guess what movie I am describing.
I'm assuming this is not in the top 10.
No.
Can you see it anywhere on the list?
I only get the top 10.
Okay.
When it's anything before 77 isn't available on Box Office Mojo. And so I have a couple PDFs of the 60s and 70s top 10 of each week that as published in Variety on Kindle that I have to consult.
They used to
how the sausage is made.
Yeah.
Yeah. They used to sell them in book form. These big almanac-looking. For each year.
That's basically what I got for one for the 60s, one for the 70s, but in ebook form. So I will describe the top 10 movies of the week here, and at number 10 at the box office this week. Oh boy. What's funny is we've had this movie in a top 10 before.
Wow.
Nice.
For Little Big Man, which came out 6 months earlier, and this movie is still showing and still in the top 10. That's how movies used to be. A boy and a girl from different backgrounds fall in love.
West Side Story.
No.
Oh, no, that was the 60s for sure.
Lady and the Tramp.
No. Well, I don't even think that was out yet. Wasn't that like mid-70s? I don't know.
I'm just throwing stuff out there.
Yeah.
This is for the most generic description ever. It has the most generic title ever.
Love Story.
Love Story. Yep. 100% Love Story.
Okay.
Love Story at number 10. It was number 10 it was in the top 10 in December of 70. And
It was such a hit. It made Robert Evans.
I think that's the only one we have that we've talked about before. So there's a few interesting ones on here, and some no one's ever heard of, unless they saw it in 1971. At number 9 at the box office this week, in 1909, when John Fane's gang kidnaps Jacob McCandler's grandson and holds him for ransom. Not Jacob McCandler's grandson.
His grandson.
No, not Jacob. He's going to hate
He's
that.
the apple of his eye.
He's going to hate that his grandson got kidnapped.
He's not going to like that one bit. They use names like we're supposed.
Our protagonist sets out to rescue the boy. Spoiler alert for how I don't say the names of movies. If I usually say things like our protagonist or our hero, often that's in the title of the movie.
Yeah.
Shaft?
No. This is just the name of the hero. This movie stars.
Oh, yeah, it sounds like a Western. I don't know why I said Shaft.
This movie stars.
There's no Jacob McGillicuddy.
Stars John Wayne, Richard Boone, and Maureen O'Hara. Maureen O'Hara, wow, in 1971. Bobby Vinton's in this. What the hell?
It's not. It's not Rio Bravo. That's much earlier. 71.
Oh my God! Patrick Wayne plays John Wayne's son in it.
He was the Wyatt Russell at this time.
Oh, Harry Carey Jr.'s in this. Nice. This movie is called Big Jake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Big Jake.
Big Jake.
Harry Carey Jr. was in that, huh?
Yeah. Big Jake.
Big Jake McCandle.
What? The moon was made out of ribs.
Big Jake McCandle. Yep. Everybody and John Wayne was Big Jake.
Well, of course he was.
Because he's John Wayne. At number 8 at the box office this week, 3 vignettes, each set in room 719 of New York's Plaza Hotel, make up this comedy. So basically 3 rooms, except all in one room.
Is it called Plaza Hotel?
Close.
That was, or Plaza Suite?
Plaza Suite, yeah, you know this one.
I do.
Yeah, we got Walter Matthau, Maureen Stapleton, Neil Simon.
It's a Neil Simon, that's right.
Yeah. At number 7 at the box office. This one I actually looked into a little bit. This one's interesting. A single eventful night in the lives of a crew of Los Angeles-based Pan-Pacific flight attendants as they experiment with drugs and engage in various sexual encounters. This is a porno that they slapped some stuff on, and it's X-rated. It's a softcore porn that they slapped some plot into. Apparently, the porn parts and the plot part were shot completely as separate movies, and they just edited them together.
Soul Plane.
No, that's a good guess, though. It's. And apparently in 1981, they shot new porno parts and started re-showing it in porno theaters as a new movie.
Wait, why are we making new porno movies when we can just add to this movie?
We can just keep
That sounds like
shooting.
a Supreme Court workaround. Like, this is just There's no protection. It's fair use. It's not pornography. It's a film.
It's been this long, and you want me to care about Michael Corleone again?
Yeah. Yes, let's start adding porn to The Godfather.
Isn't there?
This is called The Stewardesses. 3D. It's in 3D.
Man, there are so many Planet of the Apes movies too. Like
Maybe
there's some
my-
weird movies out there that people.
Maybe my
Yeah.
penis should take a look at this.
Yeah, apparently the lead actress in the non-porn parts, who never appears in any of the porn scenes, had no idea that this
Oh, that's
was going
rough.
to end up in
Yeah.
porno.
I wonder if that was Damiano.
This is Alan Silliphant. Wrote and
What?
directed it.
It's like, what if stewardesses got fucked up? Yeah, what if?
Yeah, what if stewardesses got high and fucked? Like,
Yeah, what if?
what if? At number 6 at the box office this week, a ship sent to investigate a wave of mysterious sinkings encounters an advanced submarine.
Das Boot.
This is sci-fi. Early sci-fi, what it's based on.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
20,000 leagues under
League.
under the sea.
That's a great movie, though.
It is. This is a
The color is just gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a re-release because it was originally like from like 64 or something like that.
It's the original Finding Nemo.
1954 this was originally made.
Yeah, I was gonna say not 71. That's-
Yeah. Number 5 at the box office this week. Sorry, just the thumbnail for the trailer on this is fantastic. Number 5, after saving a Black Panther from some racist cops, a black male prostitute goes on the run from the man with the help of the ghetto community and some disillusioned Hells Angels.
Street something.
This is commonly known as the first blaxploitation film. It was written and directed by Sonny Spoon's dad. Guys, remember Sonny Spoons?
Yeah. Is it Putney Swope?
No.
Sweetbacks.
Badass song.
Song by Marvin Peebles.
Melvin Van,
Shit.
Melvin Van Peebles. Yep.
I knew.
Sweetback's badass
had it.
song. I did not know about this film when Seymour what was it?
Yeah.
Seymour Skinner's badass song
Yeah.
was.
Armin Tanzanian.
Yeah. Number 4 at the box office this week. Top scientists work feverishly in a secret state-of-the-art laboratory to discover what killed the citizens of a small town and how the deadly contagion can be stopped.
COVID-16.
Wow, this does not have much of a cast. I guess Arthur Hill.
Too early for Andromeda Strain.
Nope.
Right?
It is Andromeda
It's
Strain.
Andromeda Strain?
It's-
Holy
Oh.
shit.
Huh.
The Andromeda Strain.
Stewardesses too.
Yep, directed by Robert Wise, written by Michael Crichton.
It's the best Michael Crichton thing he wrote. Little did he know.
Yeah, started off strong and didn't.
Lab Leak the book.
Oh, I'm sorry. Congo. All right. Amy loved Pepsi.
Congo is insane.
Yeah, it is. Did we do it? We should.
We should.
Oh my God.
Was there a band named Congo? I don't know.
Have we not done? Have we done Jurassic Park?
Just kick
No,
Congo.
we have not done Jurassic Park.
No, I don't know. We haven't done ET either. There might not be a reason to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's certain movies that's like Jurassic.
Well, I'm just thinking of Crichton movies that are like a big
Sure.
Crichton.
like
ER.
I say we do Dean Koontz movies.
Fuck.
All right.
Wait, what's that? Sahara? That's not a Dean Koontz. That's fuck. What's that guy? The alternate fiction, the alternate history guy.
Oh, Mitchner?
Michener. It's a Michener. Sahara's a
okay.
Michener.
Hawaii.
Alaska.
Alaska. It just does places. What?
The last couple of states.
They
too.
were all places. Yeah.
But no. But I love. It'd be like, so what's this one? Omaha.
Yeah. It's not even really like historical.
New
It's not like,
Jersey.
what if Custer? What? No, it's just like, what if this guy that didn't exist was in Alaska?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, like I think I've seen that movie a number of times.
It was like Louis L'Amour. Like those books were just around. They were in waiting rooms and shit.
Oh God, yeah.
So just pick them up.
Yeah, no one buys them. They just spawn randomly.
Yeah, exactly. There were just Michener books around. You're like, Grandpa, did you read this?
Yeah.
Be
Is
like,
Alaska
I'm not
a
going to read
Michener?
that.
No,
It's
Alaska. Is Australia a Michener?
maybe. Who knows? Yeah. Like, I'm not going to read this. It's 2,000 pages
Right.
about Alaska.
He's like, I
About
read
something
every
that
page of
didn't
it.
happen.
Well,
The
you
way
know,
that-
a lot of
But
books
isn't
are about things that
intriguing.
didn't happen.
You know.
Majority.
But it's
a whole
presented like a
genre, really.
historical narrative, though. But it's like, and then President Lincoln was there, and he told me very specifically to wash my undergarments. You're like, why are you writing this?
Right.
Why are you
like Philip
talking that
Roth.
way?
That's how Michener books sound in my head.
Like Phil Hartman doing Charlton Heston. At number 3 at the box office this week. This is a movie I saw a lot as a kid because, well, yeah, you'll find out why. When a bumbling New Yorker is dumped by his activist girlfriend, he travels to a tiny Latin American nation and becomes involved in its latest rebellion. Bananas. Woody Allen's Bananas. His 70s output prior to Annie Hall was so much zanier than what he's known as doing in general. Bananas, Sleeper, what's up, Tiger Lily?
Everything you wanted to know about sex.
Yeah.
Casino Royale.
Yeah, exactly. Very, it was far zanier than his, like, 80s
Yeah, I mean, he was
prestige
in the Our Show of Shows writer's room.
Mhm.
You know, Neil Simon and Mel Brooks and
Take the money and run.
Take the money
yes,
and run.
Take the money and run.
Yeah. Sleeper
And What's Up, Tiger Lily is really interesting because it's a movie, and then he just dubs it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I mean, say what you want. It's about Woody Allen, and there's plenty to say about Woody Allen.
Oh, he's in the Epstein files a lot.
Yeah.
He was doing Epstein.
Did you see the line?
He was doing
where
Epstein.
he asked? Go ahead.
I was just saying he was doing Epstein before it was cool, guys. He was Epstein before Epstein. Anyway.
There's a reason why I'm sure Epstein looked him up.
Steve Bannon, Epstein asked if he could film some of the parts of this documentary on his own in his apartment when Steve wasn't around. And he's like, I think Woody can help me with it. And Steve's like, yeah, that's fine. I don't care because he doesn't care. And then Jeffrey's like, maybe the three of us should have dinner to talk about it. Or is that too many pedos at one party? That's what Jeffrey asked Steve
The
did.
self-awareness of that guy.
Yeah. Like, Woody,
Ugh.
he was like a celebrated. Anyways, what the fuck?
Woo,
Bananas.
Yeah, he's like a pro. He like hit the pro league kind of thing. Yeah.
So number 2 at the box office this week.
Yeah, he wasn't freelance.
Number 2 at the box office for the week of June 9th, 1971. When Henry Graham's lawyer informs him that his Playboy lifestyle has consumed all of his funds, he must avoid sliding down the social ladder. He plans to marry wealthy scientist Henrietta Lowell and kill her.
Whoa.
This stars Walter Matthau and Elaine May.
I love Elaine May.
Yeah, written and directed by Elaine May. She's fantastic.
Uh-huh. She invented long form improv.
Yeah.
Essentially. I mean, Del Close did, but she made it.
Yeah. She needs to be so much more well known than she is.
Mm-hmm.
This movie's called A New Leaf. And number 1 at the box office this week. how to describe this movie. All right. A real bummer happens in California.
Earthquake?
That's so... No, it's not, but that is so far too vague. A real
volcano?
A real bummer happens at a concert in California.
Oh, Give Me Shelter?
Gimme Shelter.
George
That's the
Lucas
Altamont,
was,
right?
yeah, George Lucas is on that set.
Yeah.
Huh.
Imagine that socially awkward, not drug-using, nervous dude. Like, he was on the stage with one of the cameras, so he's, like, near those Hells Angels that are tripping balls on acid.
Yeah.
The guy who likes to go to mall food courts by himself.
Yes. Have you guys... All right. So, there was someone made a graphic novel of George Lucas's original full script treatment for Star Wars called The Star Wars, or the something of the Wills. But because he kept referring, because he described Luke Starkiller in this one as being in his late 20s with salt and pepper beard and medium length hair, he draws Luke as George Lucas.
That's funny.
Which, I mean, is 100% how he was envisioning Luke Skywalker.
It's kind of cool, honestly.
Yeah. And he keeps referring to Gordon Flash in it, which is incredible, George. Incredible. Anywho, that is the box office top 10, which brings us to the production of the film itself. They Might Be Giants was written by James Goldman based on the play by James Goldman.
Neat.
I wonder how he got hired to write the movie.
I bet it's a fun stage play. Wow.
Yeah, I bet it is. James Goldman, best known for writing The Lion in Winter, for which he won an Academy Award.
Director directed, right? Or is this guy the director?
No, he is not the director. He is just the writer.
So the director did Lion in Winter, right?
The director also, Anthony Harvey, yes, also did The Lion in Winter. So this is them working together again after The Lion in Winter, which was which was a humongous hit and won awards. But Anthony Harvey. James Goldman is the writer. Anthony Harvey is the director. James Goldman is the younger brother of William Goldman.
Oh, I was wondering.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. William Goldman is one of my favorite
William Goldman
writers of all time. Also known as S. Morgenstern.
Yep. On the Princess Bride Blu-ray, there's it's not a commentary, but there's an audio track you can play along with the movie, which is just William Goldman reading the book, which is fantastic.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And of course,
cool.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Yeah, one of all the President's Men.
Recently, I watched Dreamcatcher, which is a Stephen King novel. I had never seen it before. Goldman wrote it, and it's wild. It takes place in Derry, and basically they have The Shine. And Goldman's take on The Shine and the box, the Shine box that Dick Halloran talks about. Yeah, Goldman's takes on those are wild, and it fits into the King universe really well.
He did a few King ones. Misery.
Yeah.
I feel like, what is it? Was Hearts of Atlantis, was that King? That was King, right?
Oh no, not of Dark. Something in the Darkness. The one about those the guys in Africa who get surrounded by these killer lions.
Yeah.
Val Kilmer's in it.
I remember that
great
one.
story.
Yeah.
Actually, Goldman's biographies or autobiography is really interesting.
Yeah, William Goldman is an interesting dude who was like one of the premier screenwriters of all time.
And like Elaine May, they were early script doctors before that was even really a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. James Goldman.
I can't think of that Maneater movie. That's crazy.
Something
Maneater.
Darkness.
It's Yeah. No, I remember the movie you're talking about. I can't remember the title though.
Oh, it's badass.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
based on a true story.
Michael Douglas too. I think
Yeah,
is Jim
Douglas and
Bowie.
Kilmer.
Yeah.
And they're on, yeah, it's a true story.
The Ghost in the Darkness.
Yeah, that's
The Ghost in the Darkness. That's right. I forget the actor, but the old like African man tells them about the Ghost in the Darkness and like spooks them with the story.
right. 'Cause
And
they're
then they get eaten
lions
by
aren't
lions.
known as man-eaters, really. And, yeah, but there was this one that just went rogue and was like, fuck y'all. Took them down one by one.
So, all right. James Goldman, though.
With their weird little hats where one flap is up.
James Goldman, though, William Goldman's little brother, in addition to The Lion in Winter and They Might Be Giants, wrote A Family Affair, the musical. He did a lot of theater. Follies. After this, he mostly did. He had a couple other movies, but he mostly did television after this. A lot of made-for-TV films. Yeah. Anna Karenina, Anastasia, sticking with the Russians for some reason. The director is Anthony Harvey. Anthony Harvey, as we mentioned, did direct The Lion in Winter. Additionally, he directed The Glass Menagerie, which was a TV movie, but it was Katharine Hepburn.
Yeah, it got a lot of accolades,
Yeah.
even for being TV. Well, Tennessee Williams wrote for movies.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, This Can't Be Love with Katharine Hepburn in 1984. Grace Quigley with Katharine Hepburn in 1984.
When I looked him, I thought he was married to her. I looked
Yeah.
him up, and there was just nothing but pictures of the two of them.
Yeah, so much Katharine Hepburn.
Oh, you poop.
But he started out as an editor, and he edited for Kubrick on Lolita and Dr. Strangelove.
See, I saw that. Okay, far out. I saw that in his bio, and I tried to figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm like, how's he getting credit?
Yeah,
At first, I thought maybe it was a George C. Scott credit. You know, the
Yeah.
little blurb just has. Anyway.
Yeah, he edited both of those.
Wow.
Yeah,
What's it
editing
like
for
to
Kubrick
edit
must
a
have been
Kubrick?
wild. Yeah.
At least he was smart enough, like Chris said, to have a different editor.
Yeah. Speaking of Dr. Strangelove, our cast, we got George C. Scott as Justin.
It was nice to see his range.
Yeah, not just
Because the
being
roles he's famous for. Well,
my
right,
groin.
exactly. Right, he's famous for what, like, you know, he's played Scrooge, played Patton. There's not a real big difference in the performances of Scrooge and Patton.
No.
But like Strangelove, it's nice to see him do something.
Yeah, dude
different
actually
than what
could.
we know him for.
Yeah, dude was actually like an actor. Joanne Woodward as Watson. I feel like Joanne Woodward is not as well remembered as she used to be. She, of course, was Paul
Or as she
Newman's
should
wife. But first and foremost, she was, a premier actress.
Yeah, she was talented. She's so good in this.
She was in the Actors Studio.
Yeah. Same as Newman.
Yeah. Like I said, she won an Academy Award for The Three Faces of Eve in 1957. She was an A-lister in the 50s and 60s. Sarah Lawrence.
But I wanted a small college experience.
She attended the
sewage joke.
She attended the premiere of Gone with the Wind. Who is she related to? And let's see.
An adorable Rue McClanahan.
Rue McClanahan as Daisy. That's right.
So cute.
Yeah.
So cute in this.
Yeah, she was fantastic in this. Of course, Rue, best known as a Golden Girl. Though, I mean, her sitcom bona fides was Maude, Mama's Family.
Mary Tyler Moore show.
Mary Tyler Moore. Yes, that's
With
right.
Betty White. But Betty White was the slut on that show.
That's right. And with B. Arthur and Maude.
Yes.
Wow.
They all knew. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's Maude.
And then
What's wild is like seeing pictures of B. Arthur at Studio 54.
Rue McClanahan.
She always looked 80 years old.
Yeah, always. Always. Rue McClanahan also was in the Actors Studio. She started on Broadway. Inherit the Wind, and then she moved to in the 60s she moved to soap operas. She was on Another World, which I remember that one airing up into through the 90s.
For sure.
Where the Heart Is, which definitely didn't make it that long, but then
They finally found the heart.
yeah, it's like, oh, it's right there.
It was under the couch.
Yeah. Her first foray into sitcoms was All in the Family. She played a swinger. Oh, and she has to go visit the bunkers, and Archie doesn't like that.
Gene Stapleton was also Studio 54 all the time. It's weird to see Edith Bunker in like halter tops.
Oh God, yeah.
It's hard.
This movie is full of well-known character actors from the 70s. Jack Gilford played Peabody. Jack Gilford, oh God, he was in everything. He won an Academy Award for Save the Tiger in '73, but he was on. What was he on? He was on Milton. He was discovered by Milton Berle, who became his mentor. Oh, he was a funny thing happened on the way to the forum.
Yeah, that's right.
He did Broadway with Carol Burnett. He was
did some Disney movies, right? Or Disney? Because he reminds me of Edwin, maybe.
I'm trying to see here. Broadway filmography. All right, this is where filmography. So he he did a lot of sitcoms and stuff. Car 54. Where Are You? He was in The Ghost and Mrs. Muir. He was Doc in Catch 22.
Oh yeah, he sure was. This has a lot of Catch 22 vibes.
A lot of Catch 22 vibes. I caught some influence maybe on the Fisher King in this.
Yeah, exactly. He thought he was a knight of the Round Table.
Oh, Jack Gilford was a regular on All in the Family. I think he was one of the guys in the bar or something.
It's just very recognizable.
Yeah.
Al Lewis, Grandpa Munster.
Yes, Al Lewis. Like you said, Grandpa Munster. He's the messenger.
Best friends with Ron Jeremy, or was.
He also co-starred with Fred Gwynn in Car 54. Where Are You?
That's right. Emmett Walsh is in it.
Emmett Walsh. As the sanitation man. The
Chestnut man guy.
He was Archie Bunker, right? Or not Archie Bunker. Barney Miller.
Was on
Barney Miller.
No, he wasn't. But he was on the Jeffersons, I think, and he's been in a lot of Christopher. He was in a lot of Christopher Guest movies.
Yes,
he's in Spinal Tap. They call him gay.
That's Paul Benedict.
Just as the Lord made me, sir.
Yes, Paul Benedict. Yes, he played Bentley on the Jeffersons.
Yep.
Yeah, that dude is in everything. He was in an episode of Seinfeld. But yeah, that guy, he was in so many things. Oh my God, that's right. He was in Jeremiah Johnson as the Reverend. Wow. F. Murray Abraham was in this. He played Clyde.
He's in the movie theater.
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. As Blevins, we have Lester Rollins. That's the brother. Blevins. Who names their kid Blevins? Anyways, that's the first name. That's his first name. That's like the last name of a butler. It's not your kid's first name. Anyways, Lester Rollins. He's let's see. He was in Diary of a Mad Housewife, Ryan's Hope, a lot of TV. He is just kind of working character actor. Ron Wayand played Dr. Strauss, who I feel like his accent work came and went throughout the film. He got more and less Southern as it went on.
Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if he did either.
Yeah, I feel like he was just making it up, making his accent up as he went along. Ron Wayand he was also in Alice's Restaurant. He was a regular on 3-2-1 Contact. Contact, it's the moment.
Wow.
Yeah. I think I vaguely remember him from Alice's Restaurant.
Who?
Strauss. Ron Wayand, who played Strauss. He was in Alice's Restaurant in 3-2-1 Contact. The doctor who was kind of Southern, but not really.
Oh, yeah, the Southern dandy named Heinrich.
Strauss. Yeah, Heinrich Strauss. Yes. Let's see.
3, 2, 1, pound.
It's the moment. Da, 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 da. When everything happens. Contact. Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Eugene Roche as the policeman. He was the Ajax man in the 70s, but what else was he? He was God, I know this guy. What do I know him from? He was in Hawaii Five-0, Kojak, All in the Family. I don't know what I know this guy from, but he's one of those people who you look at and you're like, oh, that guy.
Any of those things that you named?
Oh God, you devil. Okay, yeah, he was just in a lot of stuff, but you definitely recognize him when you see him.
I definitely watched Kojak. Oh, he was on Soap?
A few of these people were on Soap, yeah.
Yeah, the guy from the Jeffersons was, I think.
James Tolkien as Mr. Brown. We know James Tolkien best as Strickland from Back to the Future, the principal.
Oh, that guy, the bald guy.
Yeah.
Him.
He was also in Top Gun, Master of the Universe, Dick Tracy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
He's been everywhere. You're a slacker, McFly.
Mm-hmm.
Just like your old man.
Oh, Grace, the lady in the in the telephone the telephone company who's trying to get the number. She's played by Kitty Wynn.
Mm-hmm.
She was she played Sharon,
the black actress.
No, not the black actress. The lady trying to get the number, not the operator.
Grace.
Yeah.
Grace. Yeah.
She's Sharon in The Exorcist. Multiple Exorcist films.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
but the other information operator, I know her best as she's the mom in The Jerk.
Oh, that's right.
Maven Johnson's mom.
That's right. Oh, wow.
You mean I'm gonna stay this color?
Yeah. The other sanitation guy who was there with Emmett Walsh played Paul Reiser's dad in Mad About You. Okay. So many characters.
Skip over Oliver Clark.
Oh, Oliver.
Mr. Small.
Yeah, Oliver Clark is Mr. Small, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
We talked about him in Ernest Saves Christmas.
we did, didn't we? Yeah.
Guy who's not Stephen First
Yeah.
from Animal House.
Yeah, exactly. We also talked about him in Dr. Detroit and Mystery Men. Wow.
Awesome. I love character actors. They make Hollywood.
Oh my God, he was in Billy Jack Goes to Washington. Have you guys ever seen Billy Jack Goes to Washington?
No, I've seen the first two. I love.
It's incredible because it is just a remake of Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Exact same story beats, except it's Billy Jack, and at one point he beats up people.
Of course he does.
It's incredible.
Christmas Ape goes to summer camp.
Yeah. Jude is weirdly obsessed with Billy Jack Goes to Washington. If it was more well known, he said he'd want to remake it as a parody. Yeah. That movie's crazy. And Suzanne Summers is in it. Anyway.
Yeah. It's wild.
Yeah. I think that's mostly it. There's quite a few other people in here, but that's
No, I think we got it.
yeah, that's the most it. There's not a whole lot of information about this film online. There's really nothing about the production. It was a play. Then the guys from Lion in the Winter who made the play also made the movie. It was not a hit. It is not especially well remembered outside of it naming the band.
Which is not a very well-known band.
I mean, they're medium well known.
For
They're
us,
pretty popular as an indie band.
I think.
You guys don't have to tell me. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No. I think
Everybody remembers Beatlemania, and They Might Be Giants.
So I couldn't tell you a They Might Be Giants song, but I know that they exist because of their name. Which is
Our
weird.
age.
See, I
Yeah,
could tell
of
you
course
every
not.
They Might Be Giants song, but that's because I was a big nerd who loved nerd
I've
music.
Yeah, I saw them a ton of times.
Oh yeah, I saw them live.
All right, fine. They're a household name.
No, I mean, I don't know if they're a household name, but I think there's
Malcolm in the Middle kind of boosted them up, but then also Conan and Letterman. They were on those shows.
Well, and-
Istanbul. was a
and
big
Gen
hit.
Z grew up with them on Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, which they did the theme song for that. Hot dog, hot diggity dog.
Are they the Malcolm in the Middle theme song?
Yes,
people?
Yeah.
You're not the boss
That's
of me.
where I know them from. Okay, that makes sense.
Well, and probably from Tiny Toons, Particle
Yeah,
Man, Istanbul was Constantinople. Now it's Istanbul and Constantinople.
Yeah, that was a hit for him,
Yeah.
if you could call it that. On their documentary, it's fun them talking. They got some sort of accolades for being like #1 on the college charts. And they're like, yeah, it's kind of a dubious. It's like being the world's tallest midget.
Yeah. The movie They Might Be Giants has 61% on Rotten Tomatoes. And I have a few Letterboxd reviews here. Letterboxd user Ratman
It's Brett Ratner.
writes, "They don't sing Birdhouse in Your Soul once."
Not once.
Letterbox user Lauren exclamation mark writes, "I am so attracted to George C. Scott. I literally want to tear him apart like paper and show the shreds in my mouth."
He is too tough to be shredded.
Yeah, you can't shred George C. Scott.
Is that the Red Dragon?
Yeah. I want to wear his skin. I want a flat top haircut.
And Letterbox user writes, This is the kind of movie that would make a great band name."
That's Al.
That's about it, guys. Are we ready to jump into the movie itself?
I'm your only friend. I'm not your only friend.
But I'm a little glowing friend. All right. Here we go, guys. This is They Might Be Giants. We open on a quote from Watson's journal. I looked this up. I don't think this quote actually appears in Sherlock Holmes. At least I wasn't able to verify that online.
There's so many Mandela things about Sherlock Holmes. I don't believe he ever said elementary.
No, my dear.
And he would say the game is on, which Stephen Gattis would have his Sherlock say. He didn't say a foot. Stuff like that.
Yeah, it's one of those things. He became so well known in popular culture that
Just fill in lines for him.
yeah.
Watson, I am your father.
As God is my witness, I will never not solve a mystery again.
Again.
I love the smell of opium in the morning.
Yeah, he does.
It really does.
Is he the first like real popular nonfiction character that's had multiple
You
entries?
mean nonfiction?
Or nonfiction, damn it, fiction character.
Like he might be.
What do you mean?
He might
Like to have multiple books written around one character.
Well, he was inspired by Poe's Dupin,
Mm.
Auguste Dupin, but it's hard to say that Edgar Allan Poe wrote books as opposed to stories, you know?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, he's credited with The First Detective, and they were friends and contemporaries, Doyle and Poe.
He might be one of the first. He is definitely one of the first like ongoing pop culture characters,
akin to Bond, that kind of thing.
Yeah. And how many times he was portrayed by different people. In fact, the cop in this mistakes him for Basil Rathbone, who was the most famous Holmes on screen.
Mm-hmm.
Where I grew up in Connecticut was not far from Gillette's Castle. William Gillette was the guy who played Holmes on stage more than any other person. So yeah, I think you're right, Brett. Like, yeah, as far as like a character been interpreted and played by many people,
but even the original,
always that template.
But even the original run of books were so popular in the public consciousness that Holmes as a character was like one of the first like well known. Like there was Holmes, there was Tarzan, like those.
Right.
The late 19th century,
and not like folkloric characters too, and not like a one-off, like like an H.G. Wells character that'll pop up in a book and then won't show back up,
right? Or based upon some science,
but the ongoing
fiction
adventures
of a guy.
Well, and having Moriarty be the the trout in the milk that pops up every once in a while,
and Watson as the unreliable narrator.
The quote from Watson's journal, which again I can't verify is a real Sherlock Holmes quote from any of the books. Jehovah has his devil, Achilles has his heel, Muhammad has his mountain, Don Quixote has his windmills, and Sherlock Holmes, God bless him, has his Moriarty.
Yeah, that felt written for this.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, especially with the Quixote.
Yeah, exactly. It's worth noting the title does come from is a reference to Don Quixote.
Yeah. Which is a really interesting theme to this, which goes, like I said, I mentioned Catch-22 or Klinger from MASH. The idea, like, you can't know that you're crazy. Mm-hmm. And Justin knows that he's not Sherlock Holmes. You know what I mean? He knows to the world he's Justin.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's that conundrum of like, are these the delusions we create just to get through life? Or are we actually crazy? So that's the chaotic question there. Like, was Don Quixote crazy?
Mm-hmm. Or
this is
or are there battles that we create for ourselves in the delusions we make?
This is the kind of behavior I want from incels.
Become Sherlock Holmes.
Be your favorite fictional character instead of whatever the fuck you've been doing.
Too many of them are watching Fight Club, though, Brian. That's the problem.
That's fair. Well, I mean, they can fight each other in a basement,
Let's stop criticizing each other for what we have to believe to get through this horror show. If it's not hurting anyone else, be Sherlock Holmes. Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
Like reality is so sharp-edged and punching you constantly.
Well, and not to jump all the way to the end at the beginning, but like that's what kind of the last scene is like, is it a delusion or is it what you need to do to survive?
And that's how you find your Watson.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. Your Sancho Panza.
Yeah, you find someone you can share the delusion with.
Exactly. I know he's delusional, but I love his brand of delusion.
Mm-hmm. So we get a credit sequence and a title card over shots of Justin, what's his last name? Justin Blayfair. Yes. Dressed as Sherlock Holmes, doing some experiments. We cut to Justin's brother, Blevins. Again, these parents, like, little Justin and little Blevins. Blevins.
Well, Mycroft and Sherlock.
Yeah.
That's why I love in the series we get to know his parents. This is wild.
Yeah. So
he's the Mycroft character.
Yeah.
Except a little sleazier. Wants money.
Yes, because he's getting blackmailed for staring straight into a camera and spanking a lady. Like, you knew the camera was there, right? Like, you're looking right into the lens.
Racy.
Yeah. But yeah, fully clothed, just spanking another fully clothed lady.
If his mother was Kris Jenner, he'd be a fucking star.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's racier pictures like on the cover of Vanity Fair.
TikTok.
Yeah. I'm currently wearing less right now than he was in those blackmail pictures. He had a full suit on. He was still wearing his tie.
Yeah. Like any good pretend British man would.
Yeah. He tells the messenger,
Al Lewis.
Yep, Grandpa Munster, he's going to get his brother committed so he can get power of attorney and access all his money, presumably to pay off the blackmailer, for one.
Mm-hmm.
Justin enters. He uses the power of deduction, or as Wikipedia told me, more accurately, abduction, to figure out that a lot of stuff about the delivery man's life. He sees the blackmail material. Then Blevins' wife, Daisy, Rue McClanahan, comes in. She likes...
And to be fair, play fair, but he was a judge and a lawyer, so he's quite astute at reading people and observing things that aren't being said.
Yeah.
So if it fits, it's not like, how did he go crazy and adopt this ability?
Yeah. Yeah. He obviously is a very smart, studious man who is already a student of human behavior.
Yeah. Judges watch as much as they listen.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and he doesn't need to work, right?
Yeah, he's retired.
He's retired.
Like,
in fact, wealthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's having time of his life.
Yeah, just let it. Yeah. If it wasn't for the fact that Blevins was being blackmailed for sitting in a chair in a suit, he would not be having any problems at all. He'd just be Holmes.
And he was spanking a lady, which at the time you were just allowed to do to your wife.
Yeah.
If she sassed you. And Rue McClanahan is the spirit that we're talking about. Like, just let him. I think it's fun. Like, he's fun now.
Yeah, I love him. I love him being Holmes.
He could be talking about Pearl Harbor and masturbating.
But instead, he's solving mysteries.
He's
following clues. Let him follow clues. Justin tells Blevins that they won't be paying the blackmail. He sends the message back with the messenger saying as much. After Justin leaves, Blevins tells Daisy to get the doctor. They're going to have him committed so that he can get control of the money.
Why didn't he ask his brother, hey, man, you seem to be pretty good at solving fucking crimes. Well, I'm being blackmailed. Help me figure out who my blackmailer is. Well, that'll keep you occupied.
His brother, the judge, would be like, you made your bed.
Well, but he saw the blackmail and said, no, we're not going to pay it.
Right.
And he knows who the blackmailer is. It's renowned criminal Principal Strickland.
James Moriarty.
But who is, I don't know. The whole blackmail thing is very, very half baked too, because the guy shows up and he's like, get him committed so you can get the money or I'm going to kill him. And it's like, don't blackmailers usually don't care how you get the money? They don't usually help you procure the money to pay you.
Yeah. But also blackmailing is a very clunky crime.
But
itself. When you just do it that way.
But he got a kidnapping note with like the different parts of the paper cut out, the different magazine letters. But then he just shows up and gets him in his car, so he knows who sent the blackmail note.
He's like, I know what magazines you're subscribed to.
The blackmail plot is very half baked, but also, it's not the point of the movie. It's just happening so that they can have their wacky adventures.
It always starts with something benign.
Yeah. So
Sherlock Holmes.
We cut to Blevins at the institution with Dr. Strauss, who runs the facility. Strauss is on board with getting him committed, but they need the signature of psychiatrist Mildred Watson, Dr. Mildred Watson. She is in the middle of a session with Mr. Small, who refuses to speak. She tells the men that they need to wait till she's done with Mr. Small. They attempt to forcibly remove him back to his room, put him in a straitjacket. She argues with Strauss about it, but then Justin shows up.
They take her patient away because there's a paying benefactor in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
This is very pre-Reagan, Reagan didn't change that for the better, but just thinking about this time frame, sorry, buddy, you're in a mental hospital.
Yeah.
We've got other people to poke and prod. Yeah. It's interesting.
Yeah. Not that the prior, system was great, but just putting them all in the streets maybe wasn't the best tactic for helping making the system better.
Was.
Yeah.
A warehouse or on the streets. Let's find something in between.
Yeah. What if we actually just help these people in a way that's productive to society and them?
Did anybody mention
houses yet? Because houses might work.
Yeah, there's that. But back then, man, if you just didn't feel like talking, they sent you. Or if you spoke a different language.
Seriously.
She can't understand me. She's crazy.
She's Dutch, man.
Yeah.
She's Dutch.
Speaks German.
This woman's depressed. Quick, get her a vibrator and put her in an institution.
Yeah, usually it was cold baths they couldn't get out of.
Yeah. What was it? Yeah. What was it? Wait, they used to treat ladies' depression with vibrators and opium. Let's bring that back.
I know. Let's bring that back. A lot of happier ladies.
I'd feel better, I guess. I don't know. Damn.
But yeah, it's like the people that say there wasn't, autism and these kinds of things. They were just called deaf and dumb. Mr. Smalls, that's mute. You would get sent away for just being mute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, exactly. But also your neighbor who's obsessed with trains and still lives with his mom isn't autistic. Come on, guys.
Yeah, there's absolutely that. We've talked about sports stat guys. Yeah. But that's what those sanatoriums were. They were just like a catch-all for anybody that.
Yeah, that was
people
different.
with Down syndrome are not insane.
All the people with Down syndrome got sent to those places. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
You had to fight to keep your children at home. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
If you were deaf, they're like, shit, I can't do anything with a deaf kid. they can still feed horses, but no.
I feel like this. Yeah. Be like, my kid doesn't have a sense of smell. Ship him off. How's it going to know when the brownies are cooked? I can't live with that.
From Shinola.
Yes. He has no idea how good my eggs are.
Send him away.
So Justin shows up. He evades the sanitarium guys who are trying to subdue him.
We have possibly our first Marvel hallway fight.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
flipping dudes.
Yeah, just like a football player,
Yeah.
Holmes was a boxer.
But I love it does the thing where he gets past a guy and the guy just falls down behind him for no reason.
Yeah.
And doesn't get back up because once you fall down in a movie, you have to stay down even if you're fine.
Yep, you got it.
He manages to figure out why Mr. Smalls won't speak. He gets him to talk. Watson is immediately fascinated and wants to interview him at his home.
The classic paranoid.
Yeah, she is into it. This is her kink. She's like, he's one of the classics. I mean, damn, you don't get to meet a guy like that. I had a Hemingway a couple of years ago. Woo, that guy. Woo, nuts. He drank too much, but woo.
Yeah, she's going to make her career on this guy.
Yeah. I don't think we've mentioned yet, but Justin's wife died in an accident, a car crash about a year ago. I think, who was it? Rue McClanahan's character brought
Daisy.
that up. Daisy.
Was it Moriarty?
Yeah. Was it?
Killed his wife?
No, but it's important because it may have caused it a break.
Yeah.
Psychotic break. But again, a normal delusion, this thing that was taken from your life that is part of your identity, It's like, okay, I'm going to be one of the most renowned bachelors in all of fiction because I don't know who that married judge was anymore. Do you know what I mean? So I'm Sherlock Holmes. I don't need anybody.
Yeah. All I need some cocaine and some clues.
It's like becoming Batman, basically, minus the
right
mask.
But yeah, in a way,
the secret identity.
The world's greatest detective.
Yeah. He's got the Sherlock hat and the duster.
Yeah. Kind of a cape.
Yeah. So the next day at home, Watson arrives to interview him. Justin's initially pretty dismissive of Watson and her attempts to psychoanalyze him. He knows that people think he's Justin Playfair. But he says he's not that man. But he does know he has a brother named Blevins. I'm sorry. I'm just imagining looking at a baby and going, little Blevins.
But he knows who Justin is, which, you know, like even people with DID, multiple personality, they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's an interesting thing. He knows who that person is.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. He says, I'm not that man. He does his whole Sherlock thing on
Which is pretty vague, right? I'm not that man.
Yeah.
We say that a lot. I'm not that man anymore.
Yeah.
I say it to myself all the time.
Yeah.
It ain't me, babe.
Yeah. I'm not that man.
So yeah, he does his Sherlock Holmes thing on Watson.
Mr. Smalls, the quiet guy.
Mm-hmm.
He fancied himself Rudolph Valentino. That was the thing that got him to talk.
There's a number of things in here of people. We meet a lot of people who variously, even the ones who people don't think they're crazy, who have their thing that's helping them cope. Who they think they are. There's the guy with the Scarlet Pimpernel. There's the guard who loves the crosswords. Like
the couple who haven't left their arboreum. And
all the people in the movie theater.
Yes, the movie theater. They all know each other and share this thing where they escape together.
Like we're all just trying to get through the day here.
Right. And nobody calls him anything but Sherlock Holmes because the magic of the theater, the movie theater.
Yeah. So he when he learns out that she's
but again, I'm sorry, real quick, like Al said, Smalls fancies himself Valentino. Again, a reasonable delusion for a guy that's a schlub, you know, like that is not outwardly good with women. So of course, you know, to get through his life, he's chosen to have the confidence of Rudolph Valentino. Dude doesn't think he is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These delusions we have to create.
Yeah. Yes. The delusion. Yeah. These people don't actually think they're Rudolph Valentino. They don't actually think, he doesn't actually think he's Sherlock Holmes. He's just
coping.
Yeah, coping. Again, these people. There are some that are genuinely insane and think that they are Rudolph Valentino.
There was that.
But that's not the people in this movie. I don't feel like anybody's crazy in this movie. And crazy is such a derogatory term, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody seems insane except for the criminals and their blackmail.
Yes. Yeah. They're the only ones who are actually being destructive to society.
And weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody's being weird.
Yeah. Well,
like, you can go to New York right now and find a guy dressed like that.
Yes.
Probably in.
And he's DJing a warehouse party at 3 a.m.
Exactly. That's why she shoots a gun in the air in New York. 71, that was nothing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. New York in the 70s.
Bam, bam. I'm crossing the street.
Yeah. New York in the 70s. They're lucky that they weren't like killed in the subway.
Give me your money, Holmes. Get it?
It's Jive Turkey.
His name is Holmes.
By the way, Jive Turkey is best if you deep fry it. Sorry. So he
racist.
So he once he finds out that she's Watson, he's like, all right, you're in. You're my Watson. Let's go. Let's roll, baby.
This moment is so silly, but also very fun.
Yeah. No, he is stoked that her name is Watson. He's like, we're doing this. We are doing this.
Yeah, the serendipity.
Yeah. So she goes along with him. They begin the quest. They're going to follow the clues that Justin believes Moriarty has left for Holmes. Out on the street, he gives Watson a pistol. One of the first things he does.
Yeah.
The first
over me.
Yeah. The first.
Watch my six.
The first clue they followed leads them to the telephone company.
The clue was $20,000, which was just the amount that the blackmailer was asking for.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So they went to the address.
To go, Grand Street.
Right, because he doesn't believe it's real blackmail. He believes it's clues left by Moriarty. It's kind of the gist.
Yeah.
So yeah, they go to the telephone company. Inside, they find the information switchboard operators. It's so funny seeing these old like mid-century headsets and stuff, which is essentially just a telephone held on a band over your head.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's a woman in there who's trying to get the address of a man who's attempting to commit suicide.
There's a comical sort of, like you have to call me on the phone, but I'm right here, but I can't tell you over the phone.
I can only give you information on the phone. Okay, but on the phone you can't give out addresses. That's right. Yeah, it's a real catch-22, if you will. So Justin manages to get the information for her from the switchboard operator, who's very sad. She wants to help, but she can't. But so he gets it from, it's in a book, I guess. I don't know. She gives it to Justin, who gives it to the woman. Then the guard arrives, and Justin thinks he has a clue in the form of a magazine. So he trades the magazine for a crossword from the London Times. Those are the best ones. The police arrive. They manage to escape out of the telephone company before the police can catch them. They manage to hide out in a kind of a construction broken out, like, I don't know, got bombed or something. This very New York in the 70s, just vacant half building. Meanwhile, back at the Institute, Blevins and Strauss are waiting for Watson to bring Justin to be committed, but she doesn't show up, of course. When they don't arrive, Blevins leaves and gets intercepted by his blackmailer, a criminal named Mr. Brown, who has a chauffeur.
And a lovely daughter.
Yes. Brown tells Blevins that if Blevins can't get him committed, he's going to just kill him. This is a real roundabout way to get his blackmail money.
Don't you just have $20? Sell something in that study.
This is like, I'm blackmailing you for spanking a woman, but also I'm going to murder your brother if you can't get the money to pay my blackmail.
Hollywood writers seem to not understand crime and how to make it profitable until like the 90s.
Yeah,
maybe
for sure. Crime was
you just got to kill people so they don't talk. That's really important. Like, oh, okay.
It was a real they really had no idea what was going on. We cut back to Justin and Watson. They go to a movie theater to hide out. Say it's 5 stores up. Is this Radio City? I think
maybe.
Yeah, but they're up in the balcony.
Lowe's picking. Yeah, there were a lot of huge opera type movie theaters then.
Yeah, once that, there was an actual stage that the screen was at the back of.
Yeah, old vaudeville theaters. Is this around when he says that when women say no, they mean yes?
Yes. Yeah, it's somewhere in here.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was the 70s.
I'm a judge.
She didn't have the right to have a bank account at this point.
That's what I'm saying. A spanking video seems mild.
Yeah, I'd be like, spanking. I spank my wife daily.
I spanked her at the lunch counter yesterday.
But I think the thing is that this is not his wife. That's not Rue McClanahan that he's spanking there.
It's not, but I bet she's fine with it. She seems so easygoing.
Well, she didn't seem unaware of the blackmail in that scene. True. She's like, oh, you were spanking
Justin
ladies again?
Figure it out. Again?
Yeah. Does he have like a constituency or a board that he's answering to?
Yeah, it's unclear what Blevins even is doing. Like, is Blevins also a judge? Like, what is Blevins' whole thing?
Right. It seems like the family has money anyway.
Yeah. They'd be like, tell people I spank ladies. They know that's just what I got to do to keep them in line.
Yeah, I spanked the bank teller.
He's like, I didn't take pictures of me peeing on her. Jeez.
Yeah, what? I'm not an animal.
Yes. I spanked the cashier 4 times last week. She kept bagging my eggs in the bottom.
By the way.
Yeah.
She's not even making the complaint.
Yeah, the lady being spanked is all into being spanked. So they anyways, in the movie theater, they're watching, or we meet a lot of Justin's pals. There's a homeless guy, an old woman. The usher is there watching the movie with them. There's the hippie couple. They want to groove, but
it has the vibe of like a Times Square porno theater.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the one that's in every New York movie. It's got to be. Like, I've never been to New York, but I assume that there's like Times Square, then there's an alley with that theater right there.
Yeah. Well, go
ahead.
Later on, when they go back to the theater, they're putting up. They got rid of the westerns, and the marquee. What they're putting up looks like a porno movie title.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a CVS now, but like,
right? Yeah, it's a Bubba Gump.
Like, yeah, seriously.
It's a CVS, and they're printing out War and Peace for you every time you buy a pack of gum.
And he likes movies. He likes that experience, but also he goes among the people who play into his delusion.
Yeah, but also these are the people that accept him as he presents himself. Because,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's
the misfits themselves.
Yeah. And it's interesting that the misfits are all like the quote unquote dregs of society. Yeah. The homeless, the gross hippies.
The people that don't judge you for not playing the game. Mm-hmm. Like, where's your mask?
Yeah.
You're not doing this right. Stop pretending you're that.
Yeah. So once the hippie couple starts trying to groove, Watson has a little bit of a freak out. The usher wants to kick her out for disrupting the film. But then Justin figures out the next clue and rushes them out of the theater. She can't find her shoe. It's underneath the seat. They go to Times Square.
Because the clue came from the crossword.
Yeah.
It was 11 letters for electric news.
Mm-hmm.
Mimeograph? No, that's a copy. What was it?
Times Square.
That's 2 words.
Yeah, that's what he came up with.
You gotta say 2 words.
What the actual one is? Electric news.
You don't have to say it's 2 words in a crossword.
That was
and
smarmy.
It's not an 11-letter word. I mean, I hate to split hairs, but that's not an 11-letter word.
11 letters for electric news. Anyway,
he comes up with Times Square, and they go there.
What is that even? I don't understand electric news.
Because like
the headlines that are displayed in Times Square on the rolling news,
the electric,
the scroll.
Yeah. They go there, and that's the first shot they have is that scrolling marquee of
the
news.
The Times building?
I'd assume so.
Scrolling marquee?
Yeah. So they in Times Square, they look for Mercuse. They talk clues. They talk to the chestnut man, who is out of chestnuts. Wonder why he's still there then, why he doesn't just go home if he has no more chestnuts to sell. But they can't find clues. He looks all over. Pigeons, trash. But then a cook at a diner throws a bag of trash on the ground next to a garbage can, which Justin takes umbrage at. He
before this, the professor, I'm sorry, not the chestnut man, points out the cover of the newspaper that Holmes is carrying that says, "Professor says we strike at midnight." So, talking about some local university.
Yeah.
That's going to go
strike at Columbia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
I mean, the actual clues that he follows
kind of random.
Are random and don't make sense because they're not important. It's just about him getting to the next place and having the next thing happen.
Yeah, it's how he interprets them, but they're actually occurring.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that is a headline. He's just reading it wrong.
Yeah. So he gets into a scuffle with the cook, and the chestnut man gets involved. Then, in order to break it up, Watson fires a gun into the air, and they jump in a cab.
That pulls over yet is not picking anyone up.
Yeah, why'd you pull over, buddy?
He's like, it's the taxi driver's code. I have to. Someone's in danger.
If someone's trying to jump into a cab to get away from some sort of kerfuffle, I'm required by law to pull over.
And listen to the story, only to reject it.
And then say, yeah, I'm not in service. Sorry. They take the cab to the reading room. What is this, like a newspaper that this guy works at? Wilbur Peabody.
Yeah, I suppose. In the taxi, I think is when Playfair talks about Don Quixote and seeing things that weren't there, and a cool line.
Giants.
If we never looked at things and thought about what they might be, we'd all still be out there in the tall grass with the apes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And the windmills. Yeah. They weren't giants. But they might be.
They might be. How many windmills did Spain have back in the day anyways? They were running across
lots.
windmills all over.
Milling grain was hard.
Sure, yeah.
They were everywhere. It's just Holland, they just had to live in them.
Everyone else was like, what the fuck are you doing? You can't live in a windmill.
It moves a giant stone, but all right.
That's weird. You want to have a giant stone moving around in your house?
You want your house to sucker punch you every time you walk out?
They get to the reading room. They talk. Wilbur thinks that Dr. Watson is also deluded until she proves that she's actually a doctor named Watson. Wilbur's known Justin for years. She finally's had enough. She stomps away. She leaves. Justin there. She goes home.
Like, I could even believe he was a law clerk or something.
Yeah.
That, he worked for him as a judge for all those years. So
yeah, that makes sense.
He just is watching his friend grieve his wife and doing what he's got to do.
Yeah. And he helps him. Like, he doesn't tell him he's not Holmes. He just talks to him and lets him do what he's doing.
And he explains to the audience, I'm a nebbish, but in my dreams, I'm the Scarlet Pimpernel. I'm this, I'm this heroic figure. I'm Valentino. Yeah. I'm Sherlock Holmes.
Edmond Dantes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She goes home. On her way, she's spotted by Mr. Brown. When she gets home, she gets a call from Strauss. She tells him she's not going to sign the papers. She drinks herself to sleep.
He's like, very, very into it. No, he's German with a southern accent.
Yes.
I wonder if he's a Nazi rocket scientist that was brought to Huntsville.
Picked up the accent real fast.
Yeah, a lot of them did.
So they The next morning, Justin is still there. He fell asleep in the reading room. Wilbur wakes him up. He fell asleep reading about himself in Who's Who. He asks Wilbur if he really is Justin. He has no memories. Wilbur tells him about the Scarlet Pimpernel thing. Watson rushes in. There's a newspaper headline. They're looking for Justin. She tells him Blevins just wants his money.
My favorite Scarlet Pimpernel was Daffy Duck. I just want that.
Yeah. Was it the Scarlet Pumpernickel? Yeah. That's how I learned about the Scarlet Pimpernel. I did not know about. I knew about the Pumpernickel cartoons. First.
Yeah. I would read something in a comic book and be like, I'm not sure what that is, and then go to the encyclopedias and find out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And sometimes the encyclopedia didn't have it, so you'd occasionally
ask to go to the library.
Yeah. Or you'd ask an adult, and they'd tell you the wrong thing, and you'd believe that for 20 years.
I know. Information was a commodity. So good.
So yeah, they're find Moriarty, then deal with his brother. Justin and Watson head out. They follow the clues. They go to an abandoned building where they find an older couple who hid themselves away from the world starting in 1939. They said things weren't looking good in 39. We're going to stay in here. I don't blame them.
That was one of my
spoil it for you.
That was one of my more favorite clues that they sussed out. They're like back to school, bag.
And that leads them to the bag school of arboriculture.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Top floor, room 67.
Is this the bursar's office? We want to enroll because the time is now.
The
time to enroll is today.
So yeah, they admire their topiaries and their plants. The couple's pretty stoked they got someone to show the plants to. But then Mr. Brown shows up and starts trying to kill Holmes. He and Watson manage to escape. They're going to meet later on at Watson's apartment at 7. We cut to Watson back at home. She's getting ready.
She's trying to cook.
She's
already established that she can't.
Yeah, she can't cook. She's trying to cook while at the same time get dressed. It's 7 o'clock and she's not ready, so it's good that Holmes is late because she was not going to be ready at 7.
She puts on a fancy dress.
She does. She puts on a very fancy dress.
It's almost something a psychopath would have you put on so you can be a doll.
Yes. When they're like, put exactly
my perfect doll.
Yeah,
American Horror Story.
When they're like, put this on and meet me in the study.
Pretend to drink tea from an empty cup.
But yeah, so Holmes arrives by fire escape. Brown watches him arrive. He has flowers. So they have a drink. He talks about them going out together after this is over. They begin dancing,
and this is sweet. This is not Holmes. This is a dude who lost his wife and hasn't even touched a woman. Not even to dance or anything. Like it's just the sweet awkwardness. Like you said, the Fisher King earlier. Those moments where Robin Williams' characters is trying to be a human being and relate to other human beings.
Yes.
Like I'm just nervous because I'm around a girl.
Yeah,
it was genuine. It was some fun George C. Scott stuff.
Yeah, and like you said earlier, it's good to see George C. Scott have some range.
Yeah, have some fun. Play
having fun.
Yeah. So
who doesn't want to play Sherlock Holmes?
Yeah, that seems fantastic.
I'm the least astute person I know. Who doesn't want to play Sherlock Holmes?
Well, and a fun take on the character too.
Mm-hmm. So self-aware, more self-aware than Sherlock Holmes was.
Yeah.
And being an American, getting to play Sherlock Holmes,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And not having to do a British accent.
Yeah. Or being a Guy Ritchie film.
Yeah. I do not like those movies. I'm just going to say that out loud.
No, they're not great movies.
No, it's a strange take.
It's really weird. Every time that I've tried it, I'm like...
The motif is fine, but I don't like the bare knuckle scrappiness of...
Guy Ritchie did to Sherlock Holmes what Zack Snyder did to DC.
Yeah. And I like Guy Ritchie a lot.
Yeah, sure.
You know, but
and he has a young Sherlock Holmes, and even in the trailer, the game is afoot. Never said that.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So, then a bullet comes through the window.
And the car speeds up. So he's high enough up for a fire escape. Mm-hmm. Somebody shot from the car. Yes, a rifle. But I mean, it's just funny.
No, but also...
Pop. I had the subtitles on. It said car speeds away.
He would have had to be at the window looking like face touching the glass, basically.
And still shooting up, not from the street, not from the building across the
and
street.
They were very far into it. They weren't near the window.
Yes. Right.
That angle makes no sense.
I know. It's fun.
So she thinks he's dead, but he just got grazed. She fawns over him, is relieved he's unharmed. She calls him my Holmes. Mm-hmm. She's falling for him as much as he's falling for her.
This is all very cute.
Very, very cute.
Yeah, cute.
You know what I appreciated is that at this point, Joanne Woodward was in her 40s. Like they didn't pair him up with like, I don't know, who was the hot young thing in 1971.
It was some 22-year-old.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, Jack.
Some hot young thing. No, it's a good point. And she was always cute.
God, yeah, she does it for me, man.
She's Joanne Woodward's adorable in this. That's what I kept thinking. She's adorable.
She's Paul Newman's wife.
Yeah. Paul Newman knew what was up.
He's married to the hottest guy in Hollywood. Holy shit.
Yeah. He knew what was up. She knew what was up. They knew things. And I'm going to find out what those things were.
I recommended this to my friend last night, but now I'm like, I got to tell her that it's Paul Newman's wife. She'll watch it for that reason, to be like, who the fuck did Paul Newman marry?
It was like he was hung like a horse and made salad dressing like nobody's business.
Well, I mean, there's legitimately an entire generation of people who know the products, but not the man.
Yeah, that's true. They think he's Mrs. Butterworth.
Yeah, exactly. Newman's own. Who's this Newman guy? Why does he make so many weird things? Pizza and salad dressing and knockoff Oreos.
And cartons with 50 eggs.
Yes.
That's a deep cut. That's a Cool Hand Luke joke.
So they head out to have a midnight rendezvous with Moriarty. They run into all of their friends, Wilbur, the people from the movie theater. They all parade through New York together.
Without saying it, Grace found the guy and he didn't kill himself. And it just seems like a group of people that aren't like overly lost, but lost enough, and they're finally deciding to come out of their kind of
their coping mechanisms make them weird to everybody else,
and they're starting to kind of drop them a little. That's what the marching's about. It's not about justice or catching the bad guy,
because there is no Moriarty.
It's about like, you know what, we can be what we are.
Yeah, they're like the support of each other like makes them strident. It's very fun.
Daisy's not having any existential crisis.
No, she's just like, we're doing a parade. Let's go.
Yeah, I love this.
Like, I am in. Yeah, God, imagine making a movie like this in New York in the 70s. Like, we're gonna walk around for a couple of days.
Yeah, it was Taxi Driver.
It was Taxi Driver and the what was that, Popeye Doyle? Like
Joe.
Mm-hmm. Serpico.
Daisy just left her husband.
Yes.
Yeah, because
that's why she's out there.
Because he's a serial lady spanker.
He's a spanking dandy.
He's a lady spanking fool.
This whole movie could have been avoided. This whole movie.
If he just hadn't been a
he
lady
could just keep his hands in his pants.
Oh no, if she had just left when she found out about the fucking blackmail instead of waiting the length of the movie.
His pants.
She waited the length of the movie to be like, oh, that blackmail thing is kind of bothering me. I guess I'm gonna leave.
Yeah. Well,
he's boring.
Well, we never see Mr. Brown again or Blevins. Like that just kind of goes away. She's done with him. We're done.
She's like, that's odd. Blevins never spanks me at home.
But he's out here spanking other ladies in a full suit. He never puts on his suit. He never puts on his suit to spank me.
It's always his sweatpants, lazy bastard.
Just for once, I want to be spanked at a fancy restaurant.
Dandy. You never spank me out anymore.
We always stay in and spank in front of the TV.
We spank in front of the TV.
So eventually they stop at a little kiosk that's over a manhole.
Like a little standpipe.
Yeah. Yeah. He gives a little speech to them. Him and Watson go down into a tunnel. The others don't follow them. They come out next to a supermarket. They go into the supermarket, where that man is very, very half-heartedly reading the specials of the day.
At midnight.
To the 3 people in there.
He's not haphazard. He's into it like he's auditioning for us. He's like, savory sirloins at 89 cents. And then boiled ham costs more than raw sirloin.
Yeah, that's crazy, actually.
That's wild.
Yeah, what was happening to boiled ham in the 70s?
We didn't have boiled yet.
Boiled ham.
Yeah, the best way to have ham.
It's the only way I take my ham.
It's just like, lady, if you have a ham and fire to boil, just bake the ham.
Well, that's like the British boiled all of their meats.
Everything.
All their meats. Yeah. Just boil it.
Like they were trying to disinfect everything. You've got fire.
Just take away the pot and just put it directly over the fire, people.
Yeah, a potato is lunch for them.
So Holmes thinks it's a dead end, but then Strauss arrives with the police. They try to take Justin into custody, but then all of their friends arrive. There's a melee. It's craziness.
I'm not crazy. You're the one that's crazy.
So
he just wanted a Pepsi.
That's all I wanted, Mom. So the police start trying to arrest everyone. Then Justin goes on the intercom and he starts announcing deals that are too good to ignore.
Yeah, I can't afford not to.
You can't.
Still, like, prices in the 70s were very low.
Yes.
Shop around, Marge. You're not going to beat that price.
But those deals, I want a time machine for those deals.
Yeah, those
boiled ham.
You can't
get
all the boiled ham a man could ever want.
I think it's still 99.
Yeah. You're like, I think this is enough boiled ham for my lifetime. Thank you.
But thanks to thanks to shrinkflation, you only get half the pig now.
Yeah, just the hawk.
I am feeling cheated because this scene was not in the version that I watched.
What? What'd you watch?
I watched it on Prime.
Oh.
So did I.
You fool.
What scene? The grocery store scene?
Like,
yeah.
They show up in the grocery store, but they just kind of leave.
Oh, no, there's a whole thing in the grocery store.
And there's this weird David Lynchian guy giving out specials to an empty store.
And then, like, there's a whole thing where, like, all the police arrive, and there's a whole...
They sneak around in a cart?
Yeah.
You don't see,
God damn it.
Yeah, but yeah, and, like, the Strauss and the police...
felt so lackluster.
And there's a big old fight, kind of. Like, not fight, but, like, just, like running around. Yeah. Like, Benny Hill theme playing style, running around.
Somehow I got some release that was cut, and this They mentioned this on Wikipedia. The largest missing material is a long sequence near the end in the grocery store.
That's crazy.
Oh man, that was one of my favorite ones because it was like it was a different movie suddenly. Because it had very David Lynch vibe, just bright, saturated light, totally empty store. They show you over and over again that it's empty, and this dude is just reading these.
He runs into the messenger. He runs into the messenger again at the grocery store.
Oh, right.
God damn it. No, this would have made the movie so much better.
It's Blazing Saddles, basically. Yeah, I wonder if you got a different version of it, maybe?
That's what he said.
Yeah,
it's weird that Prime had 2 different versions.
I only saw the one.
Same.
Anywho.
But yeah. Then so anyways, when he starts reading the deals that are
You didn't know the boiled ham.
No. That part they had
that was in there.
The guy reading the specials, and they just kind of look around this empty grocery store and just suddenly leave. And
they're comically slinking around.
It was basically the climax of the film minus the little end part.
I got robbed.
Moriarty.
Go find the man that did this, Al. There's clues everywhere.
Yeah, you love crosswords.
So they and then when George C. Scott starts reading these specials that are incredible specials, everyone, the police and all of the friends and everyone just stop and then rush and just start ransacking the store for all of these products.
Boiled ham.
So they leave. Watson and Holmes manage to sneak out while they're ransacking the store for deals. Then they come to their next stop. It's the riding school off Central Park. They're walking together. They express that they love each other. And Holmes says he hears Moriarty coming on horseback. At first, Watson doesn't hear it. And this, they show just an empty tunnel. And then they cut back to them. And we start seeing lights, and then she does start hearing the hoofbeats, which also we start hearing the hoofbeats as the audience.
And that's very Quixote. Mm-hmm. You know, do you hear it? And eventually Sancho does hear it. Does see it, kind of thing.
Yeah. They hold hands.
Yeah.
And the camera zooms on them as the light gets brighter and the horse hoof gets louder. And then cut to credits.
Oh, you guys watched a different version than me. They were viciously run over and mauled to death by a Wells Fargo wagon train.
I am going to stomp you with my hooves. And you mentioned Fisher King. That's another one. He always saw the Red Knight on his horse charging at him.
Well, and
holy shit.
They mention, it's Gilliam, and he was obsessed, but they mention Quixote quite a bit in the Fisher King also.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Wow. Yeah, it reminded me of Fisher King a lot, just because New York, running around from the wacky characters who are the dregs of society,
but whose wife was brutally murdered in front of him, and who isn't crazy. There's even that scene in the Fisher King. He knows he's not a knight of the Round Table.
Yeah.
Just let me be. God damn it.
Yeah, just let me do this. This is what I got to do to get by.
Mm-hmm. I want the Grail.
Yep. And that's it. That's They Might Be Giants.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was really fun and interesting. Not just fun. It was also very interesting. It very much felt like a 60s play, like all of the little things. The clever little characters and the wordplay and stuff, which was great. But fantastic. I can see some cool hip 60s Broadway people being like, yeah, man.
I think if this had been made 10 years earlier, it might have actually been more popular.
Yeah, well, because
the 71,
the play premiered in the early 60s. It was actually 61. The play premiered in 61 on Broadway.
But yeah, it's true. By 71, there was already that auteur renegade kind of cinema that was becoming popular. If this had come out earlier, I bet it would have been a better studio hit. Like Brian said.
Yeah, absolutely. It feels like this was a little bit of a you guys just won, or you guys just had a humongous hit with The Lion in Winter and got Academy Awards. So if you want to make something else. And James Goldman was like, well, I got this play that wasn't very successful because it closed after only 4 weeks, the play.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess like a meet cute kind of thing doesn't work as well in a play also because it's kind of a romance.
Yeah, it's a rom-com.
Again, in 71, people already wanted gritty, and this is hopeful, despite how gross New York was then.
Yeah.
It's hopeful. It's a hopeful movie. People weren't into that anymore.
No.
And then a couple guys named Lucas and Spielberg are like, does anybody want to have fun again?
Anyone? Like, we do. The 70s were terrible. Hopefully the 80s will be better. Do. Oh, no.
This is a shark.
We've got a new hope.
I need a new hope. The kind that won't let me down. The kind that won't let Vader kill all the Jedi all around.
All around. In a major way.
My name's Darth Vader, and I'm here to say I really hate Jedi in a major way. So, all right. Do we have any final thoughts or unanswered questions about They Might Be Giants, the movie, not the band?
No, that was good.
I guess I do have a question about the band. Did they ever sing about Sherlock Holmes?
They must.
Or reference this movie in any way?
I don't think so.
I don't know that they ever referenced it that I can think of. I can't think of a Sherlock Holmes lyric, but they sing about a lot of stuff. James K. Polk, for instance.
I love that song.
Yeah, that song's fantastic.
I don't remember a song about him, but yeah, like Thoreau said, they reference so many obscure things.
For those who don't know, They Might Be Giants is probably the premier nerd rock band of all time, maybe.
Followed only by B&L.
Yeah.
Oh, they're B&L now?
Yeah.
I mean, what about Weezer, though? Weezer's kind of dethroned them, I think.
That's rock and roll. You can't, I mean, they played rock. You can't. They Might Be Giants.
Weezer was a nerdy rock band.
They
weren't a nerd rock band.
Yeah, they were proto-emo.
So it's funny. Jude's had a history of popular music course in his senior year of high school.
So did Ella.
Ah, that's nice. But he had to write a final paper, and his final paper was about nerd rock. So he got really into the history of nerd rock and all of the various bands. Apparently, it had a big resurgence in the 2010s and has gone somewhat fallow in the last decade. Anyways.
Mumble rap.
Yeah. Oh, nerd rap's an entire side genre.
Said mumble rap, but yeah.
Like MC Chris is what comes to mind.
MC Chris or MC Frontalot is good.
So, all right, guys, we ready to thumb it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, up.
Yeah, up.
Al? If Al goes down, I will be shocked and disappointed. You are muted, Al.
Despite being robbed of that scene, I'm going up.
Okay, we're going up all across the board. So, They Might Be Giants. It's a recommend from us. Really fun movie. Which means it's time for next week's movie in our mini-series of movies that inspired the names of bands. And since Al started, it was Al's series, I come after Al in our little round table here. So I will be picking next week's movie. I went around a number of options.
You looked up a list, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I actually ended up not going off anything that I wasn't aware of prior to looking up the list.
All right. Good.
There's a lot out there actually, but the one I'm going with is one that I knew existed, and I knew the band got their name from it. I've never seen this movie.
Okay.
And I wanted to go with an entirely different direction than They Might Be Giants, both movie-wise and musically. I wasn't thinking so much, but movie-wise, it's an entirely different direction as well. We'll be watching the 1981 Canadian slasher flick, My Bloody Valentine.
Oh, far out.
That's really fun.
I haven't seen that in years.
I've never seen that one, so.
I've also never seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either, but cool choice.
Yep. So My Bloody Valentine, we'll be doing that one next week on Harmless Phosphorescence. So until then, thanks for hanging out with us, everyone. This has been your host, Thoreau Smiley, and God bless you, Barbara Stanwyck.
That was one of mine. I'm Josh Cece, and I'd love to stick around, but I have an absolutely intriguing schizo at 3.
I'm Brian Lesh, and I bought my bread. Where's my 2 pounds of butter, damn it?
I try smiling once a day or so. I'm Alaric Weber.
That's about, yeah, he's not exaggerating, people. So, thanks, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.